Film Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, you know it's March Madness. Got a day to go. Anthony Joshua versus your boy, Joseph Parker. It's on and popping. We talked about the weigh-in, how they weigh in. Everybody looking good. Ain't nothing to complain about. Everybody healthy. Everything going on. Now, it's a triangle. Right? We got another heavyweight champion out there, Deontay Wilder. And if something go down with him, we're going to talk about him. That's the guy that I'm calling awesome from now on. Now, no shame in your game. This is an awesome dude winning the championship with 214 pounds. I'm going to keep saying 214 pounds. Beat Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz sick. Like it or not, that's what the facts are, right? So when you talk to Deontay Wilder, things have happened all the time. So, word has it from the WBA president, Gilberto Mendoza. He's saying that, Anthony Joshua, after beating Joseph Parker, will have to fight his WBA mandatory, which would be Povetkin, provided he beats David Price. That's what everybody think he's going to do. So, Gilberto Mendoza, WBA press, is saying Joshua has to fight your boy Alexander Povetkin. Right? Now, if I was Mendoza, I wouldn't be walking around, talking about Povetkin too much. Matter of fact, they thinking about even rewarding him with trying to have the fight in Russia too, because they got a stadium over there. Now, your boy Eddie Hearn from Matchroom, Joshua's promoter, of course, wants to fight in the UK, but they can have and generate some money in Russia too, is what you're hearing. Right? So they are already about to reward your boy Povetkin after his issues that were recent. Wasn't long enough for him to be in a mandatory position to be the next fight, regardless. He shouldn't be able to get it with Christian Hammer and Price and be in a situation where he's mandatory. And matter of fact, he's mandatory now before the Price. So you were dope with the Hoppers. You fought Christian Hammer. And because of that, right, suspension, I don't even know how long that was, if it, at all. Right after Christian Hammer, he's the mandatory for the WBO, Joseph Parker, and the WBA, Anthony Joshua, before the Price fight. So after the Price fight, it's going to be mandatory. The only thing I can say about WBA rankings, the alternatives are not really that much better when you're talking about Manuel Char, who's the regular champion. You're talking about Fred Zaquindo, who ain't fought since, the Flintstones was on. So I don't really know. It's not too many options out there. The other names that are down there is Kubrat Pulev and Jarrell Miller and stuff like that. But Jarrell Miller's in the mix anyway of fighting Joshua. So, the rankings are not that great. That's why I tell you guys all the time, look at the rankings. When you keep saying that these fighters, that these top three haven't fought anybody, that's because you really don't look through the rankings. Because you're calling people that are number 7, number 8, y'all call them bums quickly. Now they don't go. That's why if you look at the rankings after number 3, everybody else y'all don't call bums, and even them top 3 guys. You got to be careful about that. But anyway, so that's the deal. Joshua got to fight your boy Povetkin next when you're talking to Gilberto Mendoza. Now here's the thing: was always why those titles you're gonna be reading, because they're gonna be trying to brainwash you into believing that. He also says, except for unification. Right? Like it is. Unification supersedes all of that all the time. So that means Joshua can fight Wilder. If he don't fight Wilder, then he can fight Povetkin. Now, nothing gonna happen to Wilder. Right now, Wilder's waiting. He did what he had to do with Ortiz. That's why I mentioned it. Right? So, Wilder, he can fight Wilder, or he's gonna have to fight Povetkin. That's the deal. Know every article that you read. Because I've read an article, guys, you wouldn't believe it. If I find it, I'm going to put it in the description box. Y'all need to read it yourself. In the article, that shows me that people be writing articles, right? And they just copying something from somewhere. Didn't even read it. And then they write it. And then at the end, try to do a summary. Dude wrote in the article, he said, man, he has to fight Povetkin. But the unification basically supersedes that. Unification, he's allowed to do that first. Okay, we won't get in the way of that. Stated that. Right? At the end of the article, you know what he wrote? Well, there you have it. Anthony Joshua has to fight Alexander Povetkin. No, he doesn't. Unification is the main thing, and everybody gets out the way for unification. So, If we want to unify, he can fight Deontay Wilder. If not, yeah, the Povetkins and whoever else is above the world, the do the IBF or something. But unification is the most important. That would be Joshua or Parker or whatever. Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. That's first. So make sure when you see articles coming in the future and everything, make sure you're reading that. No, he doesn't have to fight Povetkin if he don't want to. He's able and allowed to fight Deontay Wilder. Let's hope he makes the right decision. But first, we got to fight tomorrow. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Double Sports Talk, worldwide, and I'm about to here, y'all.